This is Hussnain Anwar, Unit 5, Injury in Sport, Task 4, Rules, Regulations and Legislations. So for P5 and M4 criteria, I want you to describe and explain 4 rules, regulations and legislation relating to health, safety and injury in sports participation. So, first of all, can you tell me your first legislation?
It's going to be Health and Safety First Aid Regulations 1981.
Good, so can you describe the Act for me, tell me what it's about?
Well, it's about employers should provide adequate facilities for and first aid equipment for their employees. This is important for people who play any kind of sports. Because whenever sports participants get hurt, they will need a first aid to analyse the injury. Right.
Good. So could you now explain a bit more, so give me how that could link to like an example in sport?
For example, a rough tackle happens in, say, a legend or on a football ground, and one of the players are bleeding really badly. The first aider will like bandage up and like clean up the cut, so the player will be safe.
So what must there be first of all on site?
A first aider.
First aid. So what does a first aid need to be?
Qualified.
So then what do they need?
First aid kit.
Good, yeah. Right, talk to me about your second legislation.
COSH. This stands for Control of Substance Hazardous to Health. This chemical in sports stadiums or any sports centres in the city.
What does COSH stand for first of all?
Control of Substance Hazardous to Health.
Yep, good. So then just describe and explain the Act a little bit about it.
This is like all chemicals. These are like types of liquids, gases, dust, solids, powders and viruses. Well, to prevent these lot from entering your body, you should wear protective equipment and, well, yeah, just a protective equipment for like swimming pools. People like put chlorine into the pool. They need to know how much to put in it, and they should lock it away in a safe store.
So how would people know how much to put in, do you think? What would they need to do?
They'll need, well, they should ask someone who's done it before, an experienced person.
So experience, what else do they need, do you think?
Qualification?
So qualification and to get, what do you think? So they need qualifications and also
And
they need
training.
take part in training, good. So you said that they need that to put it in the pool, then once they put it in the pool, how do they need to store the chemicals, do you think?
They should lock it away from public's reach.
And why is that?
So that so that they don't mess around or any spillage, or well, they can pick you up by. Well, basically, public can mess around with stuff like loads of people go past. I don't know.
That's what you think. So they should lock it away from public, so that no
children can touch it.
Yeah, so that nothing
dangerous can happen.
Yeah, good. Right, third legislation.
The Safety of Sport Grounds Act 1975.
Good, so if you can explain that for me, please.
This applies to all sport grounds with accommodation for spectators. The guide provides detailed guidance to ground management, technical specialists such as engineers and architects. This act came into place when a large amount of spectators died at a disaster at Ibrox Park, Glasgow in 1972. It was recommended by the Wheatley Committee recommendations.
Right, so that act then, Safety Sports Ground Act, can you tell me what it's about? So, do you know what a stadium is?
Yeah, where people go to watch sport.
So, but how many people, what's classed as a stadium?
About 10,000 people, more than 10,000 people will go to watch a sport.
Right, so class that. Right, so how can you give me like an example then of what that act does to like prevent injuries in sport and like raise safety?
What it does is it should change the stadium because no wooden seats and stuff like that. Because last time, wooden seats basically they could easily catch fire.
Yeah, good.
And so they also show prohibition signs for like smoking, no smoking and stuff like that.
Good. Oh, else?
Windows. Oh, I mean, was it fire exit?
Fire exits good. So what about fire exits?
they should be not cleared and they should be well seen inside.
What else?
And fire extinguishers in case a fire does happen.
Good, well done. Right, your final legislation?
The Children Act in 2004 is act is for people who work with children and with children who stay after school for after school activities such as sports clubs, Sunday leagues, summer schools and coaching sessions. It is vital for employers to ensure that employees who work with children have a police check and a CRB clearance, and they must recognise the signs of possible abuse and how to report it.
Good, so if a sports coach, if you were an employer and a sports coach came to you and said, right Hussnain, here's my sports qualifications, I've got a football level 1,
Right.
can I coach some children for you?
No,
What else would you need from them?
criminal record bureau,
Good, and why is that important?
so that they're not violent and stuff for the child, or they just encourage children to fight whenever they're having a fight or something like that.
So, what if they said, I've not got a CRB check, but I'm really good with children, would you let them work for you? No, why not?
Because you never know, they might be a paedophile.
So it could be, so what is it then to have a CRB check?
Legal it's a legal obligation.
Yeah, so make sure. Right, well
Yeah.
done.